What's your name and what did you do?
I'm Joe, and I got back-to-back top 8s this weekend with pure Ryzeal.
What region were they?
Chelmsford and Peterborough.
Okay, let's get to that profile. Very nice setting here in the car. With the McDonald's Cup.
Pure, so you just play 3, RS, 3X. This is the best starter in pure. You always want to start with this one. 3 sword, 1 node. Nothing really to say about that. Hand traps, 3 nib. It's just probably the best hand trap for the format. 3 full loss. Second best, I guess. 3 ash, 3 bell. This has crossover into Fiendsmith decks and Malice.
And full under Ryzeal pile.
Right, is that 3 or 2 bell?
2.
Oh, you said 3 bell.
1 ogre for cross out, and 1 Veiler for cross out. If I wasn't playing cross out, I wouldn't be playing either of these cards. I think they're bad. That's all the monsters. Spells, I play 2 cross because I'm playing pure.
Spicy.
Yeah, I feel like if you're playing pure and you're playing desires, 2 cross is the way to go. I've never felt like the second was too much, and the second does come up quite often, especially if you get into a grind game. 1 plug-in and consistency, 3 bonfire and 2 desires. Yeah, desires is good. If I had room, I'd play 3, but I think I'm pretty happy with the deck as it is.
You thought about any other consistency card, like?
I was playing 1 small world for a little while, but it's just bad. And I don't like Prost because it stops you from getting your cross draws.
Okay.
And then anti-hand trap cards, we've got 2 cross out, 1 cool buy. Yeah, I was playing 3 cross out, but I took 1 out to fit in 2 talents. This card's insane. Yeah, it's just really good.
Some watch competitors will say they need to be banned.
Yeah, where everyone's trying to hand trap you, this card's just absurd. Traps, 3 in perm, and I played 1 Gravediggers because I play Ryzeal. I didn't play Plasma Hole because it just doesn't come up enough. Most of the time, post siding, your detonator's getting outed immediately, so Plasma Hole isn't even live. So yeah, but Gravediggers is like crazy good. Like most of it, when I draw it, it wins me the game most of the time.
Yeah, well, I know that, Joe. Left you on 1,500 life points and then just flips Gravediggers.
Yep.
Fucking hell. Alright, let's go to the extra deck.
Onto the extra deck. Played 2 detonator, 2 duo drive. Some people are playing 3 detonator because they send off of X'd, but I usually send a duo drive first because of all the bestials that are in the format. I don't want to lose a detonator straight away. I play Exiton. This card's unbelievable against Malice, and it's just like really good at baiting things out. On Baguska, if you get hand traps enough that you have to do this, then that's what it is. Dugares, this card's really good. Draw 2, double attack, whatever you need it to do, it does it. Ryzeal, so you just make this first before you do anything else, and then you're insulated from every hand trap apart from imperm because of Gravediggers. And some people try and imperm this, which is quite funny because it's unaffected by traps. Like Agnister removal, Lancer. Trying to think. I don't think I've summoned this all weekend, but it does come up. Dweller against any sort of graveyard decks, mainly Fiendsmith. Tornado Dragon. This was originally a second aggregator. I took it out for this. Summoned this once over the weekend, and the second aggregator has never come up, so good choice, I reckon. Aggregator, just the one. Typhon. It does come up in simplified game states a lot, where say your opponent makes a detonator and you can just, and they've got like no cards in hand or whatever, you can just out it and then survive on a hand trap.
all this weekend.
Yeah, I summoned it a couple of times, once or twice, and Cowboy. The deck doesn't really go to time, but it's just there just in case. Like,
But Joe does.
You've got the room. How dare
And
you?
the Sky Striker.
Go to time once. How dare you?
Yeah, and you didn't have to go to time, but we're not talking about that. The White Rabbit secret effect.
Yeah, White Rabbit has a secret effect that no one tells you about. Cool. Side deck.
Side deck. Let's go.
3 Diddly Crow. 4 Fiendsmith decks. Obviously, where I'm playing pure, Bestials aren't impactful enough to give up your X effect, whereas Nib is obviously way more impactful, so you don't actually mind most of the time that it turns off your X. So yeah, if I could play Bestials, I would, but Diddly Crow is fine. Cards are also really good against Memento. Lancia for Malice. I played, so on the Saturday I played 3 Perulia, and on the Sunday I cut it to 1 because it never came up, and then round 1 on Sunday I play against Fluanderies. So it did come up, and then game 2 I drew it anyway, so pretty good.
You're just good at the game.
Huh?
When you are just that good at the game.
Yeah. 2 Lightning Storm. This went in to replace the 2 Perulias that I took out. So Saturday I was playing 3 Perulia. Sunday 1 Perulia, 2 Lightning Storm.
Do you feel like someone's better then?
I would continue to play this over the other 2 Perulias. I didn't actually see it at all today.
Okay.
It only really goes in against Malice, and I only played against 2. So
Okay.
Duster, just the same sort of thing. Goes in against Malice.
Oh. Technical problems. Cards decided not to.
There we go. 3rd cross out. This goes in going 1st or 2nd. You just take out cards from the main.
Yeah.
To fit it in, because you have to
including
play.
an Ash, because you've got big balls.
Yeah, Ash is bad against some decks, such as Malice. D-Barrier, pretty much only for cross out. Sometimes I side it in going 1st, depending on what the matchup is. But yeah, it's mainly just a cross out target. And 3 strike. Yeah, it's just I was playing Judgment for a little while, but I found myself every time I was Judgment in anything, it was just a special summon anyway. So, and there's times where people would activate effects in hand or grave or whatever, and I'd wish the Judgment was a strike. So yeah, strike's been good. I like strike.
Sure.
Wouldn't change it.
All right. Any shout outs?
Yeah, shout out to everyone who's travelled with me this weekend. Frank, Ryan and Oliver.
There's Oliver, world competitor.
Shout out to the best card in the game, Gravediggers Trap Hole. And
Shout out to Tiebreakers.
yeah, Tiebreakers, why not?
All right. Thank you.
Got the same record.
Cheers.